My dear, how are you? How are you doing? Oh, hi, Red. How are you? Nice to see you here again. I saw you last time in my life. Mm, I have days where I'm a little bit unhinged sometimes, but regardless, we move. My day was okay. How was your day? Actually, my day was not that good. It was just fair, but I'm okay. Where are you from? I have a random pain in my chest. It's not even a random pain. I have a weird pain in my chest. But I'm sure it's nothing. Nice. How is it? How is the UK? So as we try to catch up, I don't know if just viewing will be watching. Normally he's watching, he just doesn't talk. Um Thank you for the memberships you purchased last time. He gifted people memberships here. That's really nice of him. He's the original OG of this channel. Probably the only moderator I had left. I know sometimes I can be a bit unhinged, but I mean well. I mean quite well. So let's try to catch up. The last time I came live, I wasn't entirely serious on catching up. I was just waiting for my Uber as I was passing time, and I just say, let me say hi and stuff. Two. So basically, the world is still nuts. And now that elections are coming up in Uganda, hi Ned, how are you? There are too many political things going on. 5 years from now, I will do something that will shock the world. Is it 5 years or 6 years? I think 6 years. I'm fine, how are you? I will do it. I have a good feeling about it, so that is something. So first and foremost, what's going on in Uganda with all these bombs? Hi Austin. Everywhere bombs, you know. Things like that in Uganda don't happen randomly. They really don't. Just like fires, you know, there are some fires that are actually real, but there are certain things that I'm 100% sure they don't accidentally happen. What am I doing? Nothing. I'm just catching up with my people. For those that's just subscribing, welcome to the team. Welcome to the family, if I might say. You know, politics is an interesting thing. Everything in the world is affected by politics. But hi, greetings, Net from Philippines. I hope you're well. When you do enough research, I've been doing a lot of research on Israel and that president of theirs. It's crazy how this man has been around for so long and he has had a hand in almost every single war that has happened. How is that possible? It's crazy. How? You know? Imagine, for as far as Hussein, like, it's crazy. Allegedly, I'm not even sure because I just read on this. They killed Saddam for the, hi Poki, long time. They killed him that the emotional day for the Americans, the September 11th, 11/11. And then after killing this man, they go after that. Like literally, they confessed that, oh, I mean, he was not the terrorist they were looking for. Like he didn't do it. After they said he did it, y'all need to research more about that. Like, it's crazy, you know? It makes, like, a lot of things just don't make sense. You know, how this same man goes ahead to tell the Americans how Libya and Gaddafi is a threat. They go on to convince the people of Libya to eliminate their own leader who was trying to fix their lives, that he's a threat, like he's not good. And look at where Libya is now. It's just terrible. And the funniest thing is the most recent one. It's not even funny, it's insane. I need you to understand. Okay, help me understand, right? Because maybe some of you are better people than me, because I'm not that better. I'm not even that good. I'll do what's right at the right time. Explain to me, no matter what differences we have, right? You and me. The moment you attack me, right? How do you justify me attacking you back when you literally attacked me first? How do you seek pity, saying how I am attacking you, I'm killing your people, but you're equally doing the same? There used to be a time when propaganda was something, you know, the propaganda was working. You know, people watched Al Jazeera, CNN, all these things, and the analogy or the side of their story that they always fed the world was always the truth. Because people were not that, I can't read your language, I'm sorry. People were not that exposed. You have to understand, the people, the common folk in these countries on either side are innocent. They don't deserve what's actually happening either way, either side. But the leaders of these two countries don't consider their people, especially Israel. Israel, I don't even think Israel considers their people like that. Because how do you come from war after war after war? Like, there is no stopping. What are you? No one is attacking you. Treaties were signed. You have to understand there were treaties signed in order for Iran not to process these things, that the atomic bombs, whatever they don't want them to process. You know, countries like France, Russia signed on these things and it was working. The treaties were fine. And then The US wakes up in the morning. Oh, that's okay, Pookie. Have a good night. I hope you're okay. And then the new president of the US wakes up and decides, he called it the worst deal ever made. He calls it the worst deal ever made. I'm not even giving you all the tea, all the points. I'm just picking out specifics so you can go and actually do your own research. You know, you call it the worst deal ever made, right? You go out of your way to literally terminate a deal because in exchange for Iran not processing these atomic bombs, they had to lift the different sanctions from them so that they can trade freely, they can, you know, develop as a country. And when this time was around, they actually quickly developed. You understand? And there was peace, of course, not to Israel, but there was peace. No one was threatening to kill the other. I mean, Israel has always threatened to attack every single country. And if Iran falls, most of the Middle East is going to fall with it. Not to mention some of these European countries. For example, Iran is responsible for probably 20% of the oil in the world, if I'm not mistaken. And they control that strait. What is it called? The Hormuz or something like that. As I checked, they want to close it. So what happens if they close it? Everyone else suffers. So how do you... You all don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Sometimes Trump makes decisions, and I'm starting to think he doesn't make his own decisions. Because how can you actively bomb a country you know has something you want? Or maybe they didn't think Iran would fight back, so they would take control over the Hamas. Like, what is it? And one thing people don't realize that I actually found out when I was doing a lot of my research, these countries have been attacked for generations. The likes of Iran, they've been attacked, they've been sanctioned for years, times and times and times. They only maintained peace because it was the only thing. They were leveraging their peace for their own development. So of course, peace was maintained eventually. But these people are not scared to fight. They're not scared to fight. And they have the weapons to back it up. And they are so smart because they've created alliances with very strong countries, right? They've created alliances with very strong countries. So basically, like, they have a lot of support because imagine they've been supplying ammunitions, weaponry to very powerful countries. Nonetheless, if the war comes, I guess it is what it is. But again, the same person who bombed Iran is now begging China to beg Iran not to close is this called the Strait of Hormuz? Because they know what that will do to the people. I'm starting to feel like this is just a joke. Some people do things without thinking, or maybe they think they have the right calculations and then they are wrong. Because I read somewhere earlier today that Iran has supersonic weaponry, the weaponry that moves and runs faster than the speed of light, that cannot even be, that doesn't have a specific, normally, is it, the weapons will move at the same speed and in the same trajectory. You know, they go up, then they come down, which means you can easily, your defense mechanisms can easily lock on them and then poof, destroy them. But they have they have weapons that these people didn't know about, that their defense mechanisms can't even lock on. Like, what else do they have? Like, before you even, I feel like before you start a war with somebody, you should know what this person is capable of. What do they have Can you win? Can you actually really, really win? Are you sure beyond reasonable doubt? Maybe again, war is war. Because most times when people go to war, they haven't thought about it too much. But damn, Israel, man, damn. You done so good at brainwashing the world. But damn, yo, your leaders, man, evil, evil as fuck. Hi, Kasha. Anyway, away from that, this generation is also not serious, clearly, because the amount of memes that's coming out about war is insane. Like, I'm starting to realize that we're living in a time or an era and a time where people are not scared of death. In fact, they want to die. They just don't want to do it themselves. Again, it is what it is. Fast forward, what else? Man, this week has mostly been that, you know? And obviously a bit of drama here and there. In Uganda, we have some socialites, right? So apparently, people don't understand. People have been selling out this country for pennies. Pennies. You know, so we have someone here called Gashumba. What's his other name? Frank Gashumba. He has a mouth on him. He talks too much about politics and know it all. He'll choose any side that is willing to pay him. So now it turns out the government has been paying him. Now, I mean, you know how you always know something, that someone is doing something, but there is no evidence? Yeah, but I kind of feel like his drama with that woman, what's her name? Namiaro. Their drama is leading to something else, you know? There is evidence, right? There is evidence that the government has been paying him off pennies, actually, to betray the country or to betray the people. But I feel like Namialo is the lady that he's fighting with. I feel like she's only coming out because she wants something, you know? She feels like she can ride off his wave. Trust it, believe it or not, he has a wave of people that listen to him. When you mention his name out here, it makes sense and people want to listen, they want to know. And the way it's coming out now, it's either she's extremely fed up of the so-called social climbers on behalf of the government, or she has a calculated move whereby she's trying to destroy her competition, because they all do the same thing. They work for the government, they betray the people, they eat taxpayers' money, they misuse it, they do all the same stuff. Same. It's been the same play. And no matter how much they shout, I think she's trying to, because you have to understand, in Uganda, when elections are coming, a lot of things, people are doing a lot of crazy stuff. Social climbing, shameful things, very shameful things. So trust and believe, it's only the beginning, because it's June, we're ending June, we're coming to July. A lot more is going to happen. A lot more. July, August, September. By the time we'll be in September, it'll be chaos. It'll be absolute chaos. We are well aware of this, you know. We are quite aware. What's the next point? Yes, I'm from a country where national identification cards that can act as a local passport can expire, as though you've stopped being a citizen. Nonetheless, I hope I was able to successfully register and renew. Secondly, it wasn't that hard, but the people that are being employed to do these jobs, these are temporary jobs. Why aren't you serious? You're not helping people. Not everyone is educated and they know what to do, you know? If you're watching me, please, style up, yeah? But the gentleman that worked on me finally, when I went to a different location, he was very, very good. Very dedicated, You know, it's so, that's why it's very bad to bash a whole sector, because there is people within those sectors that actually love their jobs and they are doing them well. So again, it leaves us on the fence. Yes, yesterday the rains were extremely heavy, stormy actually. Some areas flooded. The flooding, Uganda is not supposed to flood, by the way. But I feel like in the world of construction, the ministries that are responsible for protecting nature and also giving out permits, they are not doing a good job. They'll give, I have seen places, not even in the city, I've seen places close to the city which are actual wetlands. They're actual wetlands. They are being sold and filled, backfilled, you know, like, come on. And they're building in these places. Like most of Nalia was a wetland, right? But now you cannot even find a small bush in Nalia. Every inch of Nalia has been reconstructed. Like near Quality, that place was a wetland, because I grew up that side. It was a whole forest with a wetland, I'm telling you. There would be water. Remember, water has memory. Did you people know that water has memory? So water will not flow where it has not flown before. So just because for you, you moved the water and then you went and built there, it will not stop the water from coming back. It will not. How you built your house and what you used to build is the only thing that can help you, but it's also a temporary fix. Yes, that is why most of Chanja, the houses in Chanja, the valley sides, because most of you don't know that Chanja has a hill and a valley, because everything looks the same. But there are parts of Chanja that's actually a valley. Yes, all was a valley. The problem is some of you have only come to the city or near the city when you're adults, so you don't know some of these things. You know, you just see them redeveloped and you're buying. Some of these properties in Chanja are in dire need, because the places where they are was an actual wetland. So because water has memory, every time it returns, it will flow back where it used to be. It doesn't care if you built your house there. It doesn't care if you made a nice road. It doesn't care. It will come back. Water just keeps coming back where it has been before. Water will never move unless redirected forcefully. But water always moves where it has moved before. It's funny, but yeah, water has memory. It's funny because I was watching I was watching an analogy of an overthinker. So someone was saying, if our bodies are 70% made of water, does that mean, yes, we were initially one single organism, but does that mean we've evolved? Yes, it's possible we were fish. Maybe that's why they related so much to, is it dolphins? Yeah, because they claim dolphins have secrets, which is true. If you read upon those, maybe I read upon too many useless things. If you read upon dolphins, you discover so much knowledge. You know, I think all countries, if not most, they have laws. You're not supposed to talk to a dolphin. Like, this is actually criminal. You know, you're not supposed to talk to dolphins. You're not supposed to associate with them, but they believe. There was a research I read about years ago where women who go to give birth in water, like let's say maybe an ocean or something, because dolphins can feel a woman giving birth and they can come and assist you to give birth. Like they won't like say push, push, but surrounding you, apparently they produce sonic waves that make you have a painless birth. Yeah. This is all research and it's proven. I also managed to come across a video. It was not AI. You know, we're living in tough times where these days you cannot easily tell. It's very hard to, because AI has upgraded and developed to a point whereby sometimes it is going to be so hard for us to differentiate between what is real and what is not, because you don't understand how crazy AI has gotten, and by every production, things just keep getting worse. So I saw a video of a woman that was in the ocean, and a dolphin came by to her boat, and she leaned towards this dolphin. She literally said, "Mama," and the dolphin mimicked it and said it back. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Oh my God. Yeah. What's that biting me? Mosquitoes. So yeah, dolphins are a bit of a mystery, but they are closer to humans. I believe the scientists will tell us that they have a brain of a, how old? A 7-year-old child. But that's the same research they put out for crows, because you can train a crow to do whatever you want. And the mere fact that they don't forget, an elephant is something I can make peace with because it also doesn't forget. But a crow, crows are smarter than they tell us. But I strongly believe dolphins are the smartest. They should be the smartest of the mammals in the mammals world. And then I happened to, I started supporting a farming project for my friend. Yeah. It has been 2 weeks since the project began. I know I'm not documenting it, but maybe I will document the harvest. Yeah. Ntungamo is interesting. You people know where Ntungamo is. There are so many hills. Most of Western Uganda is so hilly. Like, and I realized, because when I was doing research a week ago in Ntungamo, I discovered that these people, the most things they grow are pineapples. Now, that is something I didn't see coming. So many pineapples and a lot of coffee. Coffee is understandable because every hilly area will grow coffee just fine. But pineapples, now that is strange. That is quite strange. I didn't see that one coming. But since I have a fear of heights, I didn't have such a good time there. Because me and my fear of falling, I have serious, what is it called when you have a fear of falling, like heights? I think the whites have a word for it. Yeah, and tip of the day, I know the rain seems like it's back, but it's not back. So for those of you that are growing anything, understand that when you're watering or irrigating, as you want to call it, the best time to irrigate is very late in the evening or even possibly at night. Okay? I know some of you are time bad, but hire someone near your farm who can irrigate for you or water your plants late in the evening. Okay? Stop doing that thing where you irrigate during day. The water will evaporate and you will have nothing left. Your plants will still be deficient of water. And then if you're growing food, one of the best, for me, from experience, one of the best farming customs I've come to appreciate is the act of covering your garden. You see, this is your plant, right? These are your plants, all of these. When you plant them and they come above ground, always put grass between them, always. That way, that dry grass, you can get it anywhere. You can easily get this grass. I'm not going to show you that or teach you that. But you can create some type of bed in your farm. It can help with about 3 things. The first, it will limit evaporation from your soil. 2, you will not get a lot of weeds growing because they can't access sunlight. For anything to grow, it must access sunlight. That's why you don't cover your growing plants. You cover the weeds or the areas around the plants that you've covered or planted, and use use dry grass or wet grass, because eventually it will dry. This grass, if it grows old enough, it will become compost. Yes, so you will have natural fertilizers without having to struggle through the process of having to now spray or put fertilizers. Acrophobia, yeah, I do have that. You can never catch me anywhere up looking down. Never, 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 never. Maybe I can learn to stop fearing that. I mean, recently I found out some people are scared of things that I didn't even understand. Who is scared of foil, like foil paper? Oh, man. Oh, maybe it reminds them of something. For me, maybe someone threw me when I was young. I don't know. I was told that would be a funny thing, but yeah, they said sometimes when you have acrophobia, it means someone, you were thrown as a baby, like someone tried to swing you and you went and fell. Yeah. Again, these are all just allegations. What else is going on in Uganda? Oh, nothing much. If you're not in Uganda, I hope your oil prices don't go up. Actually, the oil prices are affected worldwide, but the Middle East and Europe gets affected fast and most. It just can't get any better than that. Oh yeah, Uganda brought a law of the overspeeding and automated tickets. Yeah, that one was scrapped. My God, the amount of thuggery. Meanwhile, Anang, Kwagamba, in this country, you can't do anything without red tape. You can't. Do you know that now, for those of us who kusubula, wakati, those are traders, because I'm a trader. I trade from Turkey, China, and Dubai. Now the URA is not allowing us to have like a universal agent, because we always had these universal agents that protected us, protected our goods, processed the taxes and everything. They bargained friendly taxes, you know. It was easier, but now they want every single individual to have a tax operator. But that's really not good, because again, they are overcharging. Like this government, man. Like there are times when you would normally just operate without so much pain, but sometimes the government will just have you in a, you know, in a phase where you just feel crazy. Because what? So now everyone has to find their own tax operator, tax agent, and you can't guarantee how long this whole process will take. Like there is no, they don't even have a definitive tax range for products, especially these products. For some things like cars and stuff, yeah, they have a catalog on all those things, but for the rest of these other small things, they don't have. So your agent can rip you off. The URA staff is stealing and taking people's goods. Imagine someone says they take a percentage of your products that you've saved to import. I hear they have to test them, but they don't return them. Like, yo. It just keeps, as you feel like this is the solution today, tomorrow it just gets worse. Like, there are no day offs in this country. There are no day offs. Anyway. Yep, taxes have gone crazy in this country, especially for traders. So now some of us, we have to stick to online businesses, but I know they'll find a way around those as well. Anywho, it's been 35 minutes. Let me go. I'll see you soon. And yes, I know I'm supposed to put up content, but I think I want to put up only member content, man. Only. Members only. Once again, just viewing, if you happen to come across this, thank you for the memberships the other day, and thanks for my drink. You bought me a nice drink. That's nice. Yeah, it was good to unwind and relax for a bit, you know. Lately, I don't complain, but okay, show me the question. What is your familiarity with YouTube shopping? Moderately familiar. Yeah, moderately. Overall, how satisfied are you with the YouTube shopping integration? I'm not satisfied. What if anything about the YouTube shopping integration has not met your expectations? Store syncing process. All my offers don't show up. I have not found the revenue. The platform I use is not available. Store or products are not visible. Yeah. Who are you? Which best describes you? Individual creator selling personal merch, individual creator selling my own physical product, individual creator selling my own digital product, established brand selling products. Yeah, I'm selling. For now, it's merch. If you could add one feature to your YouTube channel to make it better for you, what would it be? A feature that allows me to see who is watching me while I'm live. I'm tired of ghosts on my account. What do you like or dislike most about YouTube shopping for your own products as a consumer? Nothing in particular, just a few things here and there. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, guys, have a wonderful week. Today is Monday in my country. I don't know what it is in your country. Maybe some of you are still going through Sunday, lucky or some. But regardless, we move tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The month is coming to an end this week, because as of Tuesday next week, we'll be officially in July. But do you people realize how fast this month has moved? Am I the only one? Oh, it's crazy. But it is what it is. I'm not fine, but I'll be okay. There's nothing much I can do. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Last week of June, as we go into July. I can't believe the time. It's so quick. Everything has moved so fast. Anywho, bye. Good night. Let me go and sleep. I've already had such a long day. And thanks for watching.